All I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. Do you understand?
Rightio legends, Chaos Chronicles, and we're back again with another video. And so today, I thought this one is for all my prison wives out there that watch this and very often ask me questions about prison because they've got husbands that are in prison. So this is going to be 6 ways to know that your husband or your boyfriend, your man, whatever, really, really loves you. So, all right, before we get into it, guys, if you haven't already, please jump down there, shoot me a subscription. It turns out that somewhere between 50 and 56% of our viewers are still not subscribed. So please, guys, if you're loving my content, please jump down there, shoot me a subscription. That'd be absolutely appreciated. And if you smash that bell icon, you'll never miss any of my videos again. You will get a reminder on whatever video you are watching me on. And we also have paid memberships available, guys. They aren't for everyone. They are a paid membership. It is an awesome way to support my page. And yeah, thank you to all my paying memberships. Very, very much appreciated. We drop members only content. And yeah, we've got our Discord link up and working again, and that is up and running. So, all right, let's get into it. So, 6 ways to know if your man loves you or not that's in prison. All right, so I guess, you know, your man calls you every single day, and not only just calls you every single day, but doesn't go off at you and tell you that he thinks that you are cheating on him, and thinks that you're bad words and whatever. I remember I always used to sit there and think, why do these guys do it to their girlfriends? And the funniest thing is, you'd have these guys come up and say, "Oh, bro, my missus is cheating on me, rah rah rah," and I'd be like, "Well, what do you expect? You've been telling her that she's been doing it for the last 2 years. Like, what do you expect?" So that's number one, that he calls you and shows you that he loves you by a phone call every single day. Now, some men do that first thing in the morning. Some men do that five times a day. But if he calls you every single day, that's a clear sign that he loves you. So on visits, right? So getting a haircut now, especially at Port Phillip Prison, right? So they don't have a barber's there. At a lot of government prisons, or most government prisons actually, they have a barber's there. So whereas at Port Phillip Prison, you've got to buy your own clippers, or run the risk of catching some crazy disease or using someone else's clippers. So some people have to go through a real mission just to get a nice fresh haircut. So if he's rocking up to every single visit and he's got a fresh haircut every single time, boom, guaranteed putting in the hard work, and absolutely is another pure sign that that guy absolutely loves you. So this is another one to do with visits as well. And so if your man always, so this is number 3. So if your man always has the freshest shoes on, and shoes that you can tell that he's not wearing out in the yard, they don't have dirt on them, if he's wearing the freshest shoes, and this goes for people that are in B rating and lower, he's always got the freshest greens or the freshest white shirt on, and looking the freshest part he can, and always smelling the part as well. It just goes to show that he's putting in extra effort. And if his shoes are looking brand new every single time, and all his clothes and stuff are looking brand new every single time, there is a very good chance that they are the only clothes that he wears out on a visit. So in other words, he doesn't use those clothes for anything else, and they are saved just for making you feel special by wearing brand new greens and brand new white shirts or black shorts or whatever, and the brand new freshest kicks. So that's always a good sign. So another one as well is, so now we're in a day and age of, they have email a prisoner, or emates it's called. So makes it a lot easier for people to email people instead of writing a letter. But if your man is taking the time out to write you a handwritten letter when he can just get on the e-mates computer and type it all out, in no time flat, even pay somebody to write it out for him. So if your man is taking extra time out to write those letters out personally and send them out personally, well, then that is another like absolute sign that he loves you, and you can get a little few extra bonus points to show how much he loves you. So in every single unit, in every single prison, there is an artist. So somebody that draws on things and sells their art to people, right? So if you are getting letters off your husband, your man, whatever, and they have got like drawings of flowers and stuff like that on them, then that is an extra bonus point to prove that that is absolutely he actually loves you, and so like I said, extra bonus points for the artistic envelopes. It's something that a lot of people do, and yeah, it just goes to show that they definitely they love you. And another thing, so this will be number five. So number five is, so it is very common and you see it very often, especially when you're out on visits. You see people bridging up in front of their visitors and that, and trying to prove how gangster they are, and oh Dale, I done this, and I knocked this dude out, and oh babe, I shank sandwich this dude, and oh yeah, I've got the whole yard fucking scared of me. I'm running all the bupe in this yard, and I've got all the cash coming to me from this yard. Like, if your man does that, it's just a pure sign that A, he's probably um, a dickhead, but B, that he doesn't really love you and doesn't want to protect you from that life. So if he's coming out on the visit and he doesn't bring that jail life, or doesn't talk about bashing people or shank sandwiching people or doing all these crazy things, and doesn't try to make himself sound like a gangster to you, then that is a pure sign that that guy is a gentleman, and he absolutely cares about you, because he doesn't want you to know about what actually goes on behind the walls inside a prison. Because let's face it, what goes on behind the walls, and especially in a maximum security prison, is enough to give people nightmares for the rest of their life. And so, absolutely, if your man is shielding you from all this stuff, and you don't have to pay attention to any of that bullshit, well, then that is another clear sign that your man absolutely 100% loves you dearly, and is a gentleman at that. And then, so for number six, this is a very big one, because I've seen a lot of girls that fall victim to thinking that their man is in love with them, and in fact the only reason that they're on board is to bring things into the prison, like contraband, Persian rugs and tobacco and things like that. So if your man is asking you on a phone call, he's a moron for asking you on a phone call, because they're all monitored and listened to. But on a visit, whatever, if your man is asking you to bring in contraband for him, and so this is extra worse. If you've got children, and that is the mother of your children, this is so much worse, because if she gets caught bringing Persian rugs or tobacco or any type of contraband inside that prison, she will never ever be able to come and visit you again. So that's it. No more visits for you off that person ever again. They are pretty strict on it. And so, like, if your man is willing to put you in jeopardy, and if you've got children as well, and put your children in jeopardy, well, then 100%, your man does not love you as much as you think he does. He shouldn't be asking you to do what will most definitely get you prison time these days. it's a big thing to bring contraband inside a prison. Contraband is, the number one thing that every single prison is cracking down on. And so, if your man is making you do those things, well, then, it is case in point, he does not love you as much as you think he does, and you are probably just a socks and jocks girl. And by that, I mean, you only hear from him when he needs something. You know what I mean? And so, well, there you go, guys. If you are a prison wife and you've got a man in there, that should be clear proof that your man is in love with you. So if your man is doing most of those things, it's a clear sign that he probably doesn't respect you as much as he should, and that you probably should reassess your situation. But like, just because he doesn't write you a letter every day, that doesn't mean that he doesn't love you. Just because he doesn't give you phone calls every day, that doesn't mean he doesn't love you. But the other ones, and just because he doesn't get a fresh haircut or wear fresh shirts and put the underarm deodorant all over him so it smells like cologne, that doesn't mean he doesn't love you. It's the other ones that is usually a clear sign that he doesn't love you. So I hope that helps you, prison wives out there, figure out whether your man is a gentleman or not and whether he loves you or not. And yeah, if there's anyone watching this that thinks that I'm a piece of shit for saying that, well, so be it. I do not give a shit. You should respect your wife or your girl much more than that, and they deserve much more respect than that. So I don't care. I'll cop all the hate and the flack from it. But anyway, guys, there you go. 6 ways to know if your prison man loves you. And yeah, don't do drugs and crime, and you won't end up in prison.
All I have in this world is my balls